Dear young boys and girls, I have something very interesting to tell you. Something very interesting happened this morning. I saw 3 young men sitting together, each with a cigar in his mouth. I turned to the first one and said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Sir, I'm eating a cigar." I said, "No, impossible. You can't eat a cigar." And he said, "Sir, we eat rice, we eat chapati, we eat cigar." Then I turned to the second one and he said, "I'm drinking a cigar. I drink water, I drink cokes, and so similarly I drink a cigar." Then I turned to the third one who said, "It's all rubbish. You can't eat a cigar, you can't drink a cigar, you can only smoke a cigar." Then I turned to them and I said, "Look, different languages have different ways of expressing ideas, feelings, experiences. In Bengali, you eat a cigar. In Hindi, you drink a cigar. And in English, you smoke a cigar. What you're going to see now is different ways of making complaints and apologies in English. And I will advise you to think of different ways of making complaints and apologies in your own mother tongues. This is what we are going to do now.
Shruti, you have to do something about this. I can't put up with Priya anymore.
Why? What has she done now?
This time she's taken my gold-strapped watch and she hasn't even had the courtesy to request me to let her use it for a couple of days.
I'm sorry, Meenakshi. You just have to put up with her for 2 more days. They'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
2 more days? You know what happened the other day? Priya wanted to go out shopping. She opened my wardrobe, pulled out my t-shirt, my jeans and wore them. I was furious when I saw her in my clothes. Moreover, she had dropped coffee on my t-shirt and she had used my lipstick too.
Did you ask her about the coffee stain?
Well, I did. I told her, "Excuse me, Priya, it seems you accidentally spilled coffee on my t-shirt." Guess what she said? "Don't worry about it. I will give it in for dry cleaning." Couldn't she apologize at least?
I'm sorry, Meenakshi. I know Mother and you have had to put up with a lot of problems lately. I overheard Ritu complain about the curry the other day.
Can you believe it? Mother listening to complaints regarding food?
I'm sorry, I seem to have come in at the wrong time.
Oh no, Ritu, come on in. We were just talking about you.
About me? Is there something very important?
Yes, it is. We are all very happy that Priya and you are spending some time with us. But there's a small problem. Meenakshi doesn't like to lend her clothes to anybody. In fact, she doesn't let me use her t-shirts.
Oh, please excuse Priya for having taken that liberty. She should have taken your permission before she borrowed your clothes.
There is just another thing, Ritu, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yes? Did we do something that we should not have done?
You know, Mother is the principal of a school and she's busy throughout the day at home and at school. She gets a little upset when people grumble about the food that's being served. In fact, she has never encouraged either of us to be fussy about food.
I remember now. She must have got upset when I grumbled about the curry that day. I'm so sorry about it. That was being very insensitive.
That's okay, but let us be a little more careful from next time, shall we?
I understand. I must be careful. Meenakshi, Priya was telling that accidentally she has spilled some coffee over your shirt. I'm so sorry for that.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll look as bright as a new one when it gets back from the dry cleaners.
By the way, where have you been since morning?
Oh yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Actually, my uncle will be back tomorrow and Priya and I would like to shift tomorrow itself. Thank you so much for whatever you all have done for us.
That's all right. You're welcome.
However, I have a complaint to make.
Complaint? About what?
Why didn't you all tell me about this earlier? I really feel sorry for having put you all through so much trouble.
Yes, I should have done it. I'm sorry I didn't talk to you about these things earlier. Anyway, let's forget about these things and part as good friends.
We did have some enjoyable moments with you and Priya.
Yes, it was. We enjoyed it too. Hey, let's all go for a dinner tonight. Your mother and us?
Yes, that's a wonderful idea.
Let me invite her. But first, I'm going to apologize for my behavior.
Okay, that's decided then. A Chinese dinner? Mama loves Chinese food.
So it's all decided. But remember, it's going to be my treat.
In our day-to-day interaction with our family, friends and colleagues, we often receive and make complaints. Let us first try and understand what it is to make complaints and apologies or receive complaints and apologies before we try and understand how to express them. What is a complaint? A complaint is grumbling, making known a grievance, or making known what one is suffering from. The very definition of the word complaint reveals that it is indeed a very difficult task to either make or to receive a complaint. The problem associated with making complaints is that the receiver of the complaint may take things very personally. This can lead to a conflict, if not a confrontation. Remember, when a person has come to you with a complaint, he or she has given you an opportunity to set things right. Therefore, it is important for the person who receives the complaint to listen, understand, and apologize if necessary. But remember, don't be too quick to take the blame. Well, there are different ways of making a complaint.
Well, I did. I told her, "Excuse me, Priya, it seems you accidentally spilled coffee on my t-shirt."
Why didn't you all tell me about this earlier?
The first is typical of a situation wherein the speaker is very unhappy with the situation but does not wish to be rude. However, it is very important for the speaker, in this case for Meenakshi, to voice her protest, and therefore she does it in a very polite manner. On the other hand, in the second instance, the speaker is really very upset. There are different ways of apologizing. Let us look at some of them.
I'm sorry, Meenakshi. You just have to put up with her for 2 more days.
Oh, please excuse Priya for taking that liberty. She should have taken your permission before she borrowed your clothes. I'm so sorry for putting you all through so much trouble.
I'm sorry I didn't talk to you about these things earlier. Anyway, let's forget about these things and part as good friends.
At this point, it is important to take note of the fact that one cannot talk about complaints without taking into account the different ways in which one can make an apology or accept an apology. In very formal situations, one can apologize by saying,
"I beg your pardon. Please accept my apologies. Please excuse me. Please forgive me."
In informal situations, one can apologize by saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry." Remember, it is very important for the speaker to apologize by using the right tone of voice. A dry "I'm sorry" can hardly have any kind of effect. One can accept an apology by saying,
That's okay, but let us be a little more careful from next time, shall we?
Don't worry about it.
That's all right. You're welcome.
It is very rare for people to accept an apology by saying, "Yes, I accept your apology. Yes, I excuse you. Yes, I forgive you." Such responses are extremely formal and can be misinterpreted as condescension. It may appear as if the speaker is very superior to the person who has made the apology. To prevent this, most speakers prefer to stay with, "Don't worry about it. That's all right. That's okay." Or "No problem." Bear in mind that if you want to accept someone's apology, you must reply appropriately. Silence could mean that you do not wish to accept his or her apology. Today, we have tried to show the different ways in which we can make and receive complaints and apologies. We hope this will help you effectively carry on your conversation with your friends and family members. And of course, not to forget your colleagues.
What we have seen is a very interesting set of interactions involving 4 young girls, with the focus on making complaints and offering apologies. There are different ways of making complaints and offering apologies. Please remember 3 important things: ways of making a complaint, ways of offering an apology, and different ways of responding to an apology. If you are making a complaint, you are showing a reason for being unhappy, not satisfied with something. If you are making an apology, you are using a word or a statement to say that you are sorry about something. If you are responding to an apology, then you say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry for what has happened. That's all right. That's all right. Forget everything. Let's start afresh. That's okay." There are 2 important points here. Notice that complaint is a noun. You make a complaint about something, against somebody. Complain is a verb. You complain to someone about something. I have sent in a number of complaints to the manager of the hotel about the mess in my room, but nothing has been done so far. I'm sorry about that. They have complained to the manager about the noise next door, and I'm sure he's going to do something about it. Note that apology is a noun. You offer, make, or demand an apology. Apologize is a verb. You send your apologies, or you apologize to somebody for something that you have done, which you shouldn't have done. I have sent in my apologies to the person concerned about my behavior yesterday. I'm terribly sorry about that. I have apologized to the person for what I did. I shouldn't have done that. Please remember that there are different ways of making complaints. There are different ways of offering apologies. There are different ways of demanding apologies. And there are different ways of responding to apologies. Every human language has its own unique ways of expressing these feelings. My advice to you, learners, is try out these things in your mother tongue and also other tongue, which is English. And this will make you realize the wonder of human languages on this earth.